Hi there. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Lights Out, your virtual campfire. I'm your hostess with the mostest ghosties, Sylvia Schultz. The Mausoleum at Queen of Heaven Cemetery is a masterpiece of art and engineering. It's also filled with incredible artwork that makes visiting the dead a real visual treat. Let's explore this magnificent building and go lights out. The Queen of Heaven Cemetery Mausoleum is a massive structure of marble, art, and dead people. The building has room for over 33,000 bodies on 3 levels. But this is no somber burial place. The mausoleum is alive with art, stained glass, statuary of carved wood, bronze sculptures, even a fountain. The chapels off of the hallways each have their own style of ornamentation. Walking through the mausoleum is a tour of spectacular artwork. I'd been told that the mausoleum is somewhat of a hot spot for shadow figures and other faint apparitions, so I decided to wander around for a while in hopes of catching something paranormal. I was soon just wandering to look at the artwork. Okay, I'm still at the mausoleum and I have found the chapel that I want to sit and chill in for a while. Because this is in the basement. I found out there are 3 levels to this mausoleum. And I can't even imagine the engineering that went into this to be able to hold up 3 levels of marble. Can you imagine how much this building weighs? Dang. So anyway, yes, I have found the chapel that I would like to chill out in for a while, because this happens to be the chapel of St. Benedict of Monte Cassino. And you guys know I have a soft spot for St. Benedict. It looks like it has none of his iconography here. No raven bringing him bread, no goblet being knocked over full of poison. But it's St. Benedict anyway, so I'll sit here and chill out with St. Benedict for a little while. And these couches are not nearly as soft as I was expecting them to be. Not nearly. They are, as a matter of fact, rock hard. So, sleeping here would not be pleasant for a myriad of reasons. I just turned around in the crypt in the chapel rather, and I'm looking into the other chapel, hoping I can see no shadow figure darting around or anything like that. But it's hard to tell because we're facing the street at this point, and there are cars going by. So that's probably a no-go. Is there anyone here who wants to say something to me? That click you just heard was the motion sensor light going off because I am not in that part of the crypt. Chapel. I keep saying crypt. I am not in the crypt. Not yet. I'm in a chapel. So that means I have to walk through the dark to get out of here. That's okay, the light will turn on as soon as I get into the room. Okay, well, I'm going to keep walking around. Bye, St. Benedict. That's the lights turning on. Oh, that's cool. I have to get a picture of this. That fountain installation that I mentioned earlier. There's a Bible verse that says, "My soul magnifies the Lord. I have lifted up my eyes to the mountains, from whence help shall come to me. As the hart panteth after the fountains of water, so my soul panteth after thee, O God." And then at the bottom it says, "Our Lady of Prayer, teach us to pray." And this is stinking adorable. The fountain it's a trough, it's a water trough, and there's a deer drinking from the trough, just like it says in the prayer. It's just way past cool. I want one of these. That's so neat. I was still poking around when I started to hear ethereal music. It was beautiful, but strange. I couldn't tell where in the building the music was coming from. I ran into a couple of ladies who were also wandering the mausoleum. We chatted for a bit. They hadn't seen any shadow figures either, but they did warn me that at one end of the building they'd noticed a very odd smell. I don't know if I'll ever find out where that beautiful music was coming from. And those two ladies that I met were right. The farther you get in this end of the mausoleum, the funkier the smell gets. I don't know whether it's stale air or embalming perfume or just plain old formaldehyde. But there is some sort of funk down here. And I'll tell you what, the dead folks are everywhere here. The acoustics in here are really strange. I'm trying to get closer to that music, and when I turn around, it seems to be coming from behind me, so I turn around to follow it, and then it sounds like it's coming from behind me again. And then I think I'm walking towards it and it gets fainter. Hope whoever it is keeps singing so I can find the track or track down where this is coming from. It's a beautiful women's choir. I don't know if you can hear it on the recording. music's coming from? We're at one wing,
I don't know
right?
what came on when we were in this like dark room. We got scared.
Popped on.
Yeah. I thought, now I came in the main entrance, which I think is over there, and right in front of me there was a chapel. So I'm wondering if there's a
chapel's that way.
group. Okay, that's what I thought. So I'm headed in the right direction.
Yeah.
So I thought that maybe a group was practicing in the chapel?
No, they just
Really?
had a funeral in there. They just had a wake or whatever, the mass. They're leaving now.
There's piped in.
Oh.
Because we've seen speakers.
Okay, yeah. So I was trying to find it, and I was following it, and I was like, no, now it seems like it's coming from behind me. And I turned around and...
Speakers up there. I know.
I know. We're all crazy. All right, well, enjoy.
Take care. Well, I didn't find anything paranormal at the mausoleum, but I seem to be getting a little more sensitive to psychic energy the more I do this. The energy in the building seemed to be not the least bit threatening, but expectant, almost excited. The feeling I was getting was, oh hey, people are coming to visit us. Isn't that great? Thanks so much for joining me for this art-filled tour of Queen of Heaven Mausoleum. I'm so excited for the next several episodes of Lights Out. We're going to be counting down, or is it up, to our 100th episode, and we're going to be doing it in Gettysburg. What will we be doing for episode 100? You'll just have to stay tuned to find out. I will tell you that in the next episode, we'll be visiting Sachs Bridge. Join us for the first of our Gettysburg episodes the next time we go Lights Out.